name's Philip Turville, Project Manager for the Master Gardener programme here at Garden Organic, the UK's leading organic growing charity. We have coordinators around the country delivering one of local food's beacon projects. The volunteers are outstanding. These Master Gardeners are masters at inspiring practical action to help people start and continue growing their own fruit and vegetables. They are anywhere from 2 years food growing experience to many, many decades. Our teenage Master Gardeners to those in their 80s. What unites the entire network and what gives me tremendous pleasure is that they have a passion to help other people.
We've recently done the Godiva Festival in Coventry where we set up a stall planting salad crops with the public. And we were visited in the morning by a young girl who had cerebral palsy with her mum and her nan. And mum and nan had a go at planting and they hadn't even considered letting their daughter have a go. So for me it was just a priority to make sure that she could also get involved. So it was wonderful. We were able to move the planting trays down onto her wheelchair. She was able to just get in with her compost and touch the leaves, taste the leaves, and she was just so excited, and her mum and her grandma were just so grateful, and just to let them realise that was something they'd be able to take home and do and bring it to her instead of her having to be able to get to the crops and grow them herself. So for me that was a huge highlight.
But they also have a passion for learning. They have an open mind. We teach very carefully a culture, an approach of there is no one way to grow a radish. No two gardeners will agree about the best way of growing a lettuce. So when they're out and about mentoring people, and guiding people, encouraging, nudging, giving a bit of advice, they have an open mind as well. They learn from us, they learn from each other, they learn from the people they help. And that is incredibly exciting and really makes a difference. It makes it outstanding. From a learning and education perspective, every single level. Induction training as soon as they pick up the phone to us, all the way through to the proactive support, the ongoing trainings, the pub socials, seed swaps. It is a culture of learning, a culture of being enthusiastic. We have 375 volunteers who think that chard is sexy. And it is, because there's always a story to tell, a hook, and that's what we teach. Learning, education, ingrained at every single level in the programme in all different directions.
Went to a household at the very beginning of all this, and this little 2-year-old met us at the door, but she was grizzling like mad. 2 months later, we went back to there to see how things were getting on. It was the little child that met us at the door. She took us down the garden, and it was her that picked French beans raw straight off the plant and ate them. And I thought, that's what it's all about. We've got little children who are going to grow up and perhaps eat stuff they've never eaten before. And this is what we try to do when we work with the schools. We always have the projects where they plant, but they must at the end of it dig it up and eat it.
There is a demand for grow your own information in the UK. As important, there's a demand for active support. So when it goes wrong, you've got someone there and they keep at it. The behavioural change in these tricky to reach groups, that's very exciting. It's an enormous and unique contribution of the Garden Organic Master Garden programme. It is at the very core of what Garden Organic does for charity. Learning from our membership organisation, sending it out and about. Master Gardeners embody the spirit of gardening.